Hi, everybody. Today we're talking about B2B marketing for manufacturers on the DOYO Live Marketing Show. And I have some special guests joining me live. TBG Digital, both Gene and Beth, will be running a 4-hour deep dive workshop at DOYO Live on our first optional day, which is our deep dive workshop day. Deanna Facillo will be running one on social media marketing as well. Still about a half dozen spots open for these deep dive workshops. And so repeat offenders, you've been on now the DOYO Live Marketing Show, I think about 3 times, just a little bit more of a subdued DOYO Live Marketing Show, being the fact that we're remote, but then also we're going to just really get into talking about marketing for manufacturers and a little bit about your deep dive workshop. Gene, Beth, thank you for joining me. How have you been?
Good. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Appreciate your involvement now, 3 years running. So, it's been very exciting to include you along on this ride and all your contributions. As we're moving from campus at Youngstown State University, which has been a great home of ours, to our downtown area, we'll be at the DOYO Performing Arts Center on August 1st and 2nd. But what I want to talk to you today a little bit about is, number one, let's talk about TBG Digital. Let's give our audience some background as to what you specialize in and where you spend your efforts holistically, but even more so in B2B marketing efforts.
So we help manufacturers basically build their brand and get more leads leveraging the web. We started 14 years ago, and we were fundamentally a marketing firm as far as the web went, handling all types of clients. Over time, we have kind of gotten more specialized, and through a few big clients that we have, we've kind of narrowed our niche. And I think if you try and be all things to everybody today, you can quickly dilute your capabilities and not really be effective. So if you were to say, well, what qualifies you to really do these types of workshops? We work with large manufacturing companies, and we work with their dealer network. And it's been something that didn't happen overnight. It just, we picked up a few. If you were to say, well, give us an example. There's 8 ambulance manufacturers primarily in the United States when you peel back the onion, and we have 3 of them, and we have all the dealers that are located all over the United States. So a lot of people may not know us here, but if you were in the ambulance industry, you'd know us. And we branched off to help other manufacturers. We started a couple of years ago. We've held several workshops. We've had partners in these workshops like HubSpot and Google as co-sponsors. And we're really, really excited to be able to do this close to home.
There's a lot of things get made right here that you don't really realize. And manufacturers all have mostly the same pain points for things. They're not great at branding. They haven't really identified what they should be leading with. They struggle attracting talent. I think that's a big thing for manufacturers and just skilled trades in general. We aren't going into them as much. And for these companies to be able to attract good talent, they have to have a really strong web presence, because kids use the internet to look for jobs. And if they come on a terrible website that doesn't explain anything about what they do, they're like, I don't really want to work there. So from an attracting talent standpoint, your web footprint is huge as a manufacturing company. And it's something that, in the Youngstown area or Cleveland or Pittsburgh, we all sort of struggle with the same thing as manufacturing companies. And being able to get everybody in a room and discuss common pain points together, and then say, well, you're not alone. This is how we've helped other companies identify these issues, and then put together a plan to overcome them, is something that we've had a lot of success with from working with customers. And we love it because they take small steps, but they make huge changes to their organization. So specializing in marketing for manufacturers is great, because you can do, as long as you do it smart, you can do a little bit of work and get a lot of traction. So
What are some of the common struggles that you see in manufacturing when it comes to their marketing efforts?
So it's generally one person or no person that has been dedicated to marketing in-house, which is it's a challenge. And if there is somebody, they wear a lot of different hats. So they're not just the marketing person. They're answering customer service phone calls. They're replying to emails. They're handling warranty claims and certain things. Like, they're doing a lot.
Yeah, and I think we've met a lot of companies, or met with a lot of companies where typically there's a very bright engineer or group of engineers that are also responsible to do selling, and the whole marketing thing gets overlooked. They're just poor at marketing, and they underspend. You know, if you look, it's a huge thing. We're gonna cover in our workshop, you know, what good marketing firms, successful, manufacturing firms, what are they spending? You know, a lot of people, if I ask them, they don't even know. So we need to really educate people, and that's the goal of these workshops, on the foundation elements that are important to know. And a lot of times people have to go back to their management, but it resets the bar and gives them hope and a chance to really change the way they're doing business.
I think another common pain point is in manufacturing, a lot of times they're doing a lot of traditional marketing stuff that's aimed at trade publications. So they get in with a magazine or a specific organization. That's their whole marketing strategy, is working with these traditional marketing firms. And it's okay if they're getting results, but a lot of times they don't even know if they're getting results because they haven't done a trackable phone number, tied it to a landing page. And these things aren't cheap. This is big money. This is $8,000 on a full page ad, you know, $60,000 just to have a small space at a trade show. So even looking at, you know, how do we see what they're doing currently? And then a lot of times it's not even growing the budget, it's just shifting it to digital to make sure that they can get more for their money. That's something a lot of people commonly struggle with too, is just they don't know what's working because they don't have any tracking in place. And then being able to go in and have some data to say this is working and this isn't, that's pretty common for a lot of manufacturing companies.
Right on. So we got TBG Digital, we've got Beth and we've got Gene, and we're talking about marketing for manufacturers, B2B marketing for manufacturers. They're going to run a 4-hour deep dive workshop at DOYO Live on August 1st. That's an optional first day. So you get in with that. We've got about a dozen spots open. We're going to limit that to 25 people, which is a good opportunity, a good segue, Beth, Gene, to talk about what are some of the takeaways. You know, people are going to come into this 4-hour deep dive workshop. What are they going to walk into with? What are they going to come out with? What are you going to highlight? You know, what can they expect?
Well, this is our approach. We don't really hide anything. So the goal of these workshops, when we first started these, was to kind of like open the curtain and say, what if somebody hired you, an agency like TBG, to develop a comprehensive marketing strategy for a manufacturing business like mine? What would you do? What are all the components you'd consider? What are the tools you need to use in order to do it? And how do you, I like to use the analogy, measure twice and cut once, not waste money, okay? Because you could be working on a lot of things, but where are you prioritizing your efforts to get the biggest bang for the buck? So what we're going to do is we're going to show you how we would develop a comprehensive marketing strategy for a manufacturer. And we're going to keep it interactive. There'll be some hands-on. We're going to provide you access to the tools that we use so that we can teach you how to do it yourself. So the takeaway really is, and it depends, because we only have 4 hours, it depends upon the complexity of the business, depends on how many different markets you're in, how many products you sell. But I can tell you this, you'll at least be able to pick one product or service. You'll be able to analyze one of your competitors from end to end. You'll be able to develop a basic strategic marketing strategy for one of these products or services completely by the end of the workshop. And then from that, you can take that and replicate it and expand it amongst all the products or services that you sell. So I'm going to feel real good if people can take that away. And I'm going to feel really good too if people understand the tools that we use. Because our goal is to, and we've learned, the more you give, the more you get back in return.
Right on. Well, that's all good stuff. You get an opportunity to sign up for the 4-hour deep dive workshop on B2B marketing for manufacturers at doyolive.com. And then also, Beth and Gene, you've signed up for our affiliate program as well. So we'll likely let you just utilize that link in the show notes so we can we could get you on that route. I don't know if those of you that do not know this, those of you that sign up to come to DOYO Live will get an opportunity to join our affiliate program. It gives you a unique URL that you can share with people that you invite, your friends and your network, and you'll get an opportunity to earn a $50 credit for everyone that you get to sign up to come to DOYO Live. In the meanwhile, tbgdigital.com, is that the website, I think?
tbgdm.com. We're good. We'll put it in the links.
Let's make sure that we put that in the links. If you need anything in the meanwhile, Beth and Gene are more than available to be able to have some conversation with you on that. I appreciate you being able to make some time out of the day today. I'm very much looking forward to your involvement. Obviously, Beth, you're part of the DOYO Live Advisory Board now. We pulled you in, and just excited about enjoying summer, but then getting, obviously, to DOYO Live as well. And thank you again for your participation and your support of the event. And this is a great opportunity for anybody in manufacturing, in the trades, in construction, those sorts of industries to sign up for this B2B marketing for manufacturing. It would be a great opportunity for you to walk out of there with some strategic plan that you can actually execute on. So anything to add?
No, it's our pleasure. Thank you for having us. We're really appreciative to be able to work with you to do something in Youngstown. We held a workshop in Cleveland in the fall and Pittsburgh in the fall, but being right here, where we live and where we work and working with companies locally, I think is really good for us. So we're excited too.
Yes.
And we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see you guys. Have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Have a great Memorial Day weekend as well.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.